Good morning to all of you. Today, our topic for discussion is regarding section 309 of the Indian Penal Code. So, the topic is regarding whether to repeal or to strike down section 309 of the Indian Penal Code. So you all know what is 309, that is attempt to commit suicide is penalized under section 309 IPC, for which a punishment of 1 year with fine or without fine is envisaged as per the Indian Penal Code. Basically, as per the Article 21 of the Constitution of India, it says the state has to protect the life and liberty of each and individual as per the procedure established by law. So therefore, it is the duty of the state to protect the life. So if any person wants to die, it will not accept as per Article 21. But what about Article 14? Article 14 says everybody is equal before law. So if you say a right to live, a right not to live is also equal according to Article 14. So there are divergent opinions, divergent case laws in this topic. But anyway, the British people already in 1961 they have decriminalized the attempt to commit suicide under Suicides Act 1950, I believe, right? But still we are continuing the colonial legal legacy. So a time has come where we have to either repeal or strike down section 309 IPC. This is the topic we are discussing. Now, there are certain case laws for and against the suicide. So, as per the World Health Organization records, India has the highest number of suicides during the year 2018. So, 1,34,156 cases, and this percentage has gone up in 2018 also. So, India has come as number one in the suicide cases in Southeast Asian region. So what are the reasons? They have analyzed the reasons also. Number one, depression. So chronic ill health. Suppose if a person is suffering from continuous or chronic ill health, there is no other go for him except to commit suicide. People will think like that. Then that is called guilty mind. If a person kills his wife and children, and he feels guilty, then he is also likely to commit suicide. Trauma. So if any person is injured in an accident and is not able to come out of the trauma, then he may try to commit suicide. And drug abuse, this is one of the most important reasons. So if a person is habituated to narcotic drugs and if he is not getting the drugs, definitely he is likely to commit suicide. Then loss of loved ones. Suppose if a parents die, normally if the child dies, normally the mother also attempts to commit suicide. And the most important is failure in love. This is one of the most happening reasons for the suicide. But anyway, so section 309 of the Indian Penal Code penalizes this as 1 year punishment. Of course, I have put up some cases, but where the judge used to ask them to sit till the trial is till the end of the day. That means TRC, that is till raising of court, and used to send them away because they are very sympathetic. Already the person has suffered a lot by attempting suicide, by hospitalizing and things. Why we should unnecessarily punish him like that? 1 day imprisonment they have given. Normally it happens like that only. I don't know how it is happening in the present days. Right? So, actually, people thought about the matter in the year 1972 itself. In the year 1972, a bill was introduced to repeal section 309 IPC in the Rajya Sabha. But before passing it to Lok Sabha, because the Parliament was dissolved as such, this could not be taken up, and still the section is continuing. Right? Now, those who wish to keep the so-called 309 legal provision or penal provision for the 309, they cite the cases of Jian Kao versus State of Punjab in 1996. Yes, the state has got a right to protect the life and liberty. Even in the celebrated case of Arna Ramchandra Shanbag versus Union of India, I think 2011, Justice Markandeya Kajju. He also concurred with the opinion of the so-called previous case, that is Jian Kaur case. Ultimately, of course, he has given a certain leverage that if anybody is not likely to recover from the ill health, then by taking euthanasia, it is regarding euthanasia. So by taking opinion from the medical officers, he can he can be done to death by passive euthanasia, not directly by stopping the nose pipe or something like that. So those people who do not want section 309 IPC, that means who want to repeal. So they cite the cases of our AP case, Channa Jagdishwar versus State of AP 1987, where this Dr. Channa Jagdishwar, he killed his wife and 3 children by giving that some tablets, and also he attempted to kill himself. So he was only the survivor. He was booked under 302 as well as 309 IPC. So 309 IPC is unnecessary. Already he has lost so many persons by living. What is that he can do? Like that, the court accepted his plea that 309 should be negated. It should be deleted. Likewise, another case, P. Ratnam versus Union of India. P. Ratnam and P. Nagbhushan Patnaik, both of them filed petitions that section 309 should be abrogated. So there is a lot of discussion was there. This is in the year, I think, 1994. So he says that section 309 IPC is a violation of Article 14 and 21. It is void and it should be declared as unconstitutional. So here another point also, please know. Section 115 of the Mental Health Act says if anybody attempts to commit suicide, save as anything provided in section 309 IPC, this man should not be held responsible, that is penalized under section 309. Who attempts shall be presumed to have severe stress and shall not be punished and tried under the code. So he should not be punished and tried under this code. So of course this applies to only mentally deranged persons. So now a situation has come. We need a situation where either section 307 IPC can be stricken down or can be repealed. So that is the opinion. It has been published in Hindu also. Somebody has written it. Anyway, so since the topic is interesting to the law students who have made this video, please read the case laws thoroughly and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you.